lands just hit Pioneer, my favorite deck in the format, and possibly in Magic at the moment. Mono green is now banned, with Khan removed from the format. And of course, Smuggler's Copter has entered the format. So I do look forward to trying out that card. But I've been wanting to play this blue-white Lotus Field deck for quite a while now. Seems like a very powerful strategy to me, and it's actually gained some really cool new additions recently in Get Lost as an efficient removal spell, and Sunken Citadel as a card you can use to activate your Thespian stages very efficiently. So I thought I'd give this a spin today, whilst we figure out the perfect Smuggler's Copter deck to try on a future stream. Yeah, I'm happy your Pauper deck didn't get hit, Callie. God, all the glitters getting banned would have been wild. That card is very good though. So this handle is eminently functional. I'm gonna mulligan.
Nintendo months.
I guess I'm keeping this, question mark. Aw, Celeste, thank you for the Nintendo months there. I appreciate an entire Nintendo worth of months. Let's get rid of discontinuity. Let's name blue. Oh, it was a card they talked about. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I didn't realize that. I haven't actually been on top of the announcements. Other than knowing the results, I haven't heard the discussion. It does have whales. It's a whale of a time. Oh boy, that one's spooky. I wonder if I want to save a lock whale for it, instead of hitting this swift spear. Probably. We are playing 28 lands. So this is like a little bit unfortunate, all things told. A little bit unfortunate. Oh, I'm silly. I could have copied a Sacred Foundry to get white mana. Because this can single-handedly activate Thespian Stage. Yeah, I messed that up. Last turn I should have copied the Sacred Foundry. Then if we drew a white source this coming turn, we'd be able to temporary lockdown. That was a big mistake. That was actually a very big mistake. Well, it didn't matter. Cannot find lands. Game 2. So we will want Supreme Verdict. So I feel like against a lot of aggro decks you want Strict Proctor, but I can't really think of many things in my opponent's deck it actually interacts terribly well with. Dovin's Veto is obviously fine. I'm going to take a look at deck lists a sec. I'm not super familiar with the heroic deck. So they have no legendary creatures for our Tail's End. Tail's End seems pretty bad against my opponent's deck. Obviously, it's good with my Lotus Field, but I think with no good targets for it, I think I would rather have it be a card that interacts instead. Oh, hey Sophia. I'm gonna be bringing in Showdown of the Scolds. Bunch of protection cards. Interesting. I don't think I want to do much more sideboarding. I could like swap some sharks for some more vetoes, but I guess this is fine. I would love to go fast. Alright, we need to remember Thespian stage. Very good with the new card. I think this is a keep. It doesn't have Lotus Field, but it has Lockwhale with some early interaction. If we have a draw or Lotus Field, we're over the moon. Of course. Play this and say go. Gonna have to sneak down this Castle Bantress next turn, but that's fine. I'm wondering if we just cycle a Shark Typhoon. Don't get a Shark, but maybe it's fine. Oh, they're playing out another Swift Spear. Okay, I will happily Lockwhale with Swift Spear. It's quite possible we just end up trading with a God's Willing, but that's fine. I don't really mind. We need to get through that at some point, right? Loran's escape, sure. Much of a muchness. Alright, so go with the Shark Typhoon open. We can cycle, do a little dig. Brain too much in pauper mode. Alright, they're firing off a Defiant Strike. I'm just gonna cycle and jump block. Want to cycle, dig for a lockdown, dig for a verdict. Fire up a jump block quite happily. Hopefully they don't have a monstrous rage here. They do. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Oh, it does feel like we have been drawing like pretty unimpressively this match. Game 1 we missed land drops. Game 2 we haven't really been able to find our sweepers. Hopefully we don't die this turn. It's really awkward. I really want to memory deluge, right? Because that will dig for a sweeper. The problem is if I do that and they have pump spells, it's really bad for me. I think I just have to like let them attack, hope they don't go for lethal. They might play scared. Oh no, they have it. That's exactly 6. Oh, it's 8 even. Let's cycle this and see if we can find a get lost. I should have cycled beforehand because of veto, I guess. No. It does feel like we drew pretty horrendously that match. I'm not sure if there's much to learn from that. Am I going to be testing a few different decks? Yeah, probably. I need to find one I actually like now that the green deck has been destroyed. I'm not testing cats, BB. Hey, Mayrosa. Phoenix. Interesting. Wonder how this matchup is for us. Cyborg Caracal. What's Flanker? Do I know Flanker? I feel like I should, but It is Phoenix. Well, I'm just going to do this. Red is such a big part of their engine. Let's just get rid of it. Oh, the free one. Interesting. A curious card. So it's mainly just graveyard hate, I guess? The bad Phoenix deck. Is everyone on the blue-black version now? Oh, they have Galvanic Iteration. Nice. I wonder if I just want to main phase this deluge so it doesn't get countered. Probably not. Blue-black has seemed more impressive watching it. I should give it a try at some point. I don't really mind if this deluge gets countered. I just get to flash it back later. I've got plenty to do with my mana for the time being. It means a counter isn't going to trip up a Teferi or a Sweeper later in the game. Interesting. Does Tails End do very much against my opponent's deck? I don't think so. Let's just take these. Smuggler's Copter, sadly not on this list. Count as a Phoenix coming back. Yeah, it's not like super exciting. But definitely something to be aware of. Okay, free the Fae. Finds a cantrip. Oh no, it finds a treasure cruise. Oof. Pretty good. I don't know if I'm meant to be attacking them at all. I don't know that my opponent's life total really matters, but maybe I'm meant to be. I'm never going to flash in a stupid whale, right? You think I should be? I guess I don't have any counter spells in hand. I don't want to save a whale until it's got its value. I guess I'll attack. I've got these whales to deal with, Phoenices. My opponent doesn't do anything I care about. I can just cast Warden Veil. Save my whales for when they're 2-for-1s. Opponent gets another treasure cruise or a spell pierce. Nope, cruise. Alright. I mean, they can draw 6 cards, but they already have 8 in hand. Like, not clear that matters very much. Nope, we're just going to draw 3. There's a Phoenix. Okay. I mean, we can whale it. Let it have a whale over time. Yep, there are 9 cards in hand. So we're just gonna do this. And I have to get it back in the graveyard. I guess they can use a map token to do that, kind of. Not really, though. Not right now, anyway. Oh, it's really annoying. If I get lost right now, they're gonna get a loot, and that will get their Phoenix in the yard. So I guess I don't want to do that. Very irritating. At least they can loot it next turn there, and I'd like to use my mana efficiently. Oh, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. It doesn't really matter that much. Fairy. I don't have time for this. Okay. Very good draw. Cool. There's some interaction open. We have a blocker. Good stuff. They have 2 Phoenixes in the yard there. Definitely spooky. One, they're probably both coming back this turn, right? We have a whale to deal with one of them, though. Alright, here they come. Rise of the Flap Flaps. They both go to Fairy. I could be mana efficient and just Ottawara one instead. Fairy goes to 2. That's an interesting card. So I can play this Lotus field. Sacrifice these. Copy this Lotus field. And tap both Lotus fields. It'd be nice if we could find a farewell at some point. That would be very good. Okay, they're just casting a Phoenix, that's fine. Both it to Fairy, I assume? So I guess I could start by deluging. It's kind of bad if they have 2 spell pierces, but whatever. Let's start with this. Could block with the flying land. It probably just gets impulsed though. They probably have an impulse at this point, right? I have to assume. Gonna breach one. If they have a spell pierce, I'm happy for it to trade with my whale. I don't really care. I'd rather just have as much mana as next turn as possible. And they clearly don't have 2 spell pierces because they probably fight over the deluge then. We found a farewell. Beautiful. We also found a Teferi. Are we just no fearing it, hoping they don't have a pierce? I guess we are. I feel like if they have a pierce, they maybe fight over that deluge. It does get rid of the deluge in our yard. That doesn't matter though. Oh, I should actually tap correctly. Nice. Very good. That's 2 Phoenixes down. They have 2 remaining. We are chewing through their tools. They find a temporal trespass. That's spicy. Khan died. It's very sad. They banned the funnest card in Pioneer. Very rude. Khan did in fact eat a hammer, yeah. Whoa, that's some freaking magic card. Holy cow. Love that one. So hey Sarah. It looks good on me. Thank you. Yeah, it kind of goes with my hair, right? Could have resolved Shark Typhoon. I guess we could have. I'm already, yeah, I guess I could have. I probably should have. when you put it that way. Then we get to discontinuity. Do we want to use discontinuity as a counterspell? Or a time walk? I think a time walk, maybe? I think a time walk. Because then I just get to Deluge and plus Tef. And like otherwise they can just go to combat and attack my Tef, right? Which is fine, but... That's like a pretty reasonable take, honestly, Turtle, yeah. A pretty reasonable take. I don't know if I'm just meant to Deluge here instead of Shark. Just like look for another discontinuity. I have 3 left in the deck, like, might as well. Hmm. 9 cards in hand, a classic. I have to imagine if my opponent has a Spell Pierce, they will spend it on this Shark. I have to imagine, right? Cool. And now even if they Spell Pierce my discontinuity, I get a 6/6, which is like fine. These whales are pretty good this game. So, graveyards. All chat's wishes coming true, yep. They sure are. Oh, this is great. When you win with your deck, when you win with this deck, you sure do win. Like, if you wanna win with this deck, it's not very competitive. Oh no, they're free for wanting themselves on my shark token. Whatever will I do? I don't know how I'm gonna win this one, chat. Good afternoon, Malamet. Good to have you here. They currently have 10 cards remaining in their deck. Half of those are cards they've probably put on the bottom of their library because they're really bad. Okay. I think we have lethal. Probably. You think you agree with the ban if this is what the post-ban world looks like? Wow, this is not the one. This is not the one. Not the card we're looking for. Cool. Good talk. Dunk. Oh no, a bad draw. We can't possibly win this one. Do we have enough sharks, chat?
Fury has been banned. However, mild annoyance and slot aggressive sticky notes are still legal in Modern.
Oh my gosh, TSS. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The 58 months of support there, TSS. Fury being banned is it? I'm interested to see one of two things happens, right? Either the format gets interesting and loads of new decks start becoming good because creatures, or Yawgmoth just becomes easily the best deck and beats up on everything, including the creature decks. Yeah, one of those two things. What are we against? We're against Phoenix. I feel like Fort Distortion has to be pretty good against Phoenix, right? I worry that maybe we still need some number of these kinds of sweepers. I don't really know. Tails End seems pretty unimpressive. It doesn't actually hit any of their stuff. It's only for our Lotus fields. Really? Veto seems good. Reversal seems good. Copy a cruise. Yeah, Bowmaster's ban. It's a little bit surprising, right? I do think Bowmasters is kind of a messed up card. Not particularly fun. Not particularly fun. What do I cut? I need to cut 2 cards here. I kind of like everything we have in the deck at the moment. I think the whales are actually pretty good. Like, shove a Phoenix back in the deck. Kind of just need 2 mana interaction, right? Break Orzhov Scam. Maybe. Ephemerate Fury is a hell of a thing. For sure, for sure. Maybe 4 vetoes is slightly too many vetoes. And it is very unremarkable. We will keep it. I wonder if I was meant to bring in Fort Distortion. It's kind of a tricky one for us to reliably cast. What's a reversal for? So they get rid of their graveyard to cast a Treasure Cruise or a Temporal Trespass. we copy it, and then they don't have a graveyard to recast it. Kind of the thinking. Steal a spell. It's not like really any pressure to cycle this short. Sure. Oh, they found a Phoenix. And they get back a... oh no, they get back a Picklock Prankster. Okay. Oh, they miss a land drop. That's phenomenal for us. Pulling ahead on mana seems like kind of incredible in this matchup to me. Honestly. Because it's all going to be about counter spells pretty soon. It's going to be about who can counter the opponent's spells better. So every land we can get in play matters. They do find a Spike Field Hazard, so that means they have their land drop for the turn this turn. I think I'm just going to cycle a Shark. 2/2 Shark's like a pretty okay size because it trades with a Phoenix. I don't think I'm at the point of wanting to put Lotus Field into play yet. I think I just want to keep developing my mana, and then if they tap low, I get to go Deluge Dispute back up, which sounds great. I guess I can just attack here. We only really want to block with the Shark to protect to fairies more than anything. End of their turn, if they tap some mana here, we get to go Deluge, Dispute back up, untap to Fairy, which is a phenomenal turn. Pieces of the Puzzle. Is that a thing I care enough to fight over with this Narset's Reversal? I think Pieces of the Puzzle is like not a very exciting card for us to resolve. I'm like pretty happy with letting them have it. They find Spell Pierce. Good to know about. I'm just gonna jam. They would need a second Spell Pierce to beat this Deluge, and if they do, we get to untap into Fairy, which sounds great. Oh, that's also interesting. Oh. We're going to leave the Shark home on defense because we really want to make sure Teferi doesn't die to Phoenices. Everything, all their counter spells are pay 2. I don't think they play Jwari Disruption, so I'm just going to get my tap land down here. Oh, was this bad? I was probably meant to play Lotus Field here, right? Because then I get to untap 4 mana and I can't be spell pierced anymore. That was really, really bad, actually. Huh, I didn't think of that interaction. That's cool. Good thing to know about for the future, honestly. Well, let's try reversaling this cruise, I guess. If we get spell pierced, oh, dispute. I guess Dispute would have hit me anyway, so we're not really punished on my choice. Apart from the fact that I don't have Get Lost open now, which could matter for sure. If they can kill the shark. That's another cruise. They have a lot of cards in hand. I did not see that card, VV. I don't really stay on top of previews very much. Cool. So, because of my misplay, my Teferi's gonna die here, which sucks. It's bad, actually. Also, I have less mana than I would have done otherwise, too. Yeah, I think I'm going to be losing this one because of that misplay. I think I have to Deluge here. It kind of gives them permission to do whatever the hell they want in their turn, sadly. So I would die if they have Time Walk. But I don't know. I kind of just need to resolve this Deluge, it feels like. Yeah, I think not playing that Lotus Fields earlier is going to cost me the game. It's unfortunate. Very big misplay. Oh, they only just previewed it. Yeah, I'm not really staying on top of the Doctor Who stuff. It's just not relevant to any of the formats I play. Did they do the thing? They did do the thing. Checks out. Yeah, I played that game fairly badly. I wonder if Fort Distortion's good. It does require finding a Lotus Field, but it feels like if I ever resolve this, it's pretty absurd. Maybe the Lock Whales aren't it. They seem pretty interesting. Maybe a couple Get Losts aren't it. They're like fine. They're definitely worse than the whales. I do feel like I do need to be able to remove creatures though. Remove an early shredder. So I don't think I can get rid of all of the Get Losts. Mulligan. Mulligan! Oh my god. Biggest winner of the Pioneer ban, people that aren't me. I don't know. Who knows? Probably Rakdos Sacrifice, I guess. I don't know. I was so excited just to grind monogreen for a couple months and play it at the PT. And now I have to like choose a bad deck instead. When you could play a good one. The problem is you can't play a good deck anymore. The one fun magic deck has been banned. Alright, well, we need to draw a Lotus Field, but then we can distortion them, and that will be disgusting. Sure would help if we didn't mulligan to 5 this game. But we're only playing 28 lands, so, like, it makes sense our opening hands wouldn't have any. Do I just jam Teferi? Like, I don't even know. I gotta get through these counterspells at some point. Maybe I'm just meant to wait for a Lotus Field there. So that I can distortion them. I do have Reversal to protect me. It's hard for them to Spell Piss. Or Mystical Dispute. Wow, they're like 40% of the way through their deck already. I just need them to play incredibly scared. So I can get a max value Thought Distortion. I have to fight over this. Kind of non-optional. Wow. Makes sense. Rid of their graveyard there. I guess they still get to return it flap flap. Maybe Thought Distortion is just bad. I don't know. Seems kind of absurd if you ever resolve it, but it's definitely a lot of mana. I would have loved to draw a land there to play around Spell Pierce, but I feel like I have no choice but to jam, is the thing. Like, I'm on a mulligan to 5. I've just gotta take game actions. I wonder if Copt is good in blue-black mid-range. Sorry, not red-black mid-range. Red-black mid-range is like kind of a stinky deck formally, but maybe Copter makes it actually good. You can get rid of the interaction that's bad against whatever deck you're playing against by looting it away. Pretty nice. For the first time ever, red-black mid-range might not be just like a horrific pile of trash. Gives you more good 2-drops. Another mulligan. I guess we're keeping this hand. Apparently. Maybe I just have to hope I draw a Lotus Field. We haven't done the Lotus Field thing once this entire league. Wait, what are they up to? I assume they'd be on Convoke. What is Razor Verge Thicket? Oh, it can't be Greasefang though. Greasefang needs Parhelion. Okay, drew a Lotus Field, rewarded for keeping discontinuity. Nice, nice. Amalia. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I've not faced Amalia yet since that card was printed. Copt might improve in Soul. That's true. That's kind of sick. Recruiter. I'm so confused about what's going on over there. Prime Speaker Vatifer? Sure. I think you could name basically any card in Pioneer right now that's legal with Gigantha, and I believe you that it's in my opponent's deck. Am I dead? Might be dead. Who could really say? We just don't know. This is lethal, right? Opponent's deck is sweet. I think this is lethal. They sure are podding. Oh, and then they get a recruiter and give things haste. That's not enough. Oh, okay. Yep. They have clones in their deck. Cool. So on one hand, opponent's deck is incredibly cool. On the other hand, the fact I'm about to lose to it means I'm just never playing this Lotus Field deck ever again. Just like soundly off it. How's the Magics? I mean, the one fun deck in Magic was just banned out of Magic, so kind of strictly worse than the Magics were yesterday. I have to find another fun deck somehow. I'm not sure how I do that. We trying though. Gareth, thank you for the 20 months of support. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Can I draw a Supreme Verdict, please? I mean, the recruiter's in the yard, right? Thank you so much, Gareth. The recruiter is in the yard, but also we're dead because we don't have a verdict. So that's unfortunate. It's like not ideal. Yeah. Yeah. Strict proctor. Verdict. I need to cut 6. I need to cut 4 cards. The whales seem particularly bad here. Need to cut 1 more card. That sounds actually pretty good, right? Be a shock. I'm really scared I'm actually just gonna end up playing red-black mid-range. Red-black mid-range was just like the worst deck in Pioneer for like 2 years and people kept playing it, and now it might actually be good, question mark, because of Copter. I think it might actually be good now because of Copter. Which is so weird. You don't know what to play in this format anymore either? Yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle. Play some combo deck with good vibes and have fun. The problem is I really want to win. So apparently the win percentages for Lotus Field have been like truly horrific recently. Oh, I really want to do this on Lotus Field is the thing. Am I allowed to let this resolve? Countering my Lotus Field trigger is really nice, but also Tiber's kind of great. I think I have to counter Tiber. I can like stage my field and that's still a decent mana advantage. If I just cycle this, I probably do. Yeah, the untap does sound dangerous. I agree. The haste too. They can just haste the Vanifar kill. Oh no, here comes the Vanifar. They're gonna make me have it, and I do not have it. I now have it. I successfully went from not having it to having it. Good talk. Good stuff. You love to see it. Never punished. Exactly. Exactly. Why would I ever be punished? That's a Fauna Shaman. And an elf. I feel like not minusing might be a bit dangerous. I also feel like if we plus and survive the next turn, we just win the game. So that's good. Absolutely did not have it. Indeed, indeed. Alright, they just discard a Mimic. That's good news. I guess they can play a Recruiter to kill my Tef. Or they can play another Vanifar to make me have it again. This is fine. We're about to resolve a Deluge. We have a Teferi in play. Everything is good in this world right now. We're in our element. They didn't attack. That means they have a protection spell. We figured it out. Your cards. Cast. Exile all creatures. I don't think I care about their graveyard that much. Yeah, I guess I should shut down Cauldron. I guess I don't need this deluge really ever. I have one in my hand. I have a Teferi, like shrug. Big shrug. I guess. We are on the draw, which is a little bit spooky. They have the elf. Also spooky. This game might be a little bit tough. Please no Tyvar. Tyvar is the scary one here. Tyvar is the card we really don't want to see. Feels like. I wonder what deck I should play tomorrow. Maybe Sacrifice. I did always used to like Sacrifice. Okay, they're playing an Elf and a Fauna Shaman. Pretty good. Hold open our Tail's End. Hope it's good enough. Keep a Soul Cauldron or a Vanifar out of play. Alright, luckily Veil of Summer is not in the format, so that's nice. Convoke my thing at all. I'm not opposed to the idea. I could try some Convoke. Convoke is definitely one of the decks I respect a lot. So, like, I do think Convoke is an incredible deck. I'm just a little bit worried that people might be too prepared for it. Maybe that's just not a thing. Maybe it's just like a great deck and I should be learning it. Oh, Kaiba, 29 months. Hey, Kaiba. Hope you've been good. Always nice to see you. Are you gonna be, I don't know how many of these things you go to anymore, Kaiba. Are you gonna be in Chicago? The strongest night. Uh-huh. Very strong night. So Soul Cauldron's lethal, right? I have to counter it or I die. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. I have a Raydane in hand. Pretty good. Interesting. Interesting card. I think I want to save that as a time walk almost. As your very last event. That makes sense. Get out whilst the getting's good. I guess I just can't cast this because of Raidane, right? Good talk. Good talk. Alright, please don't kill me. A lot of things do kill me. Please do not kill me, friend. You've had plenty of great cards already. You don't need another one. I'm very surprised by this Raidane. I guess they just didn't have mana to play a Vannifar though instead. That makes sense. Yeah, Chicago. I don't know the format of the main events. I know the Pro Tour is Pioneer. I don't know what they're doing for the other events though, like the Opens and stuff. Not too familiar with that bit, but the Pro Tour is Pioneer. What a good card. I can kill this Vannifar. You love to see it. You really do love to see it. Yeah, take a look. See if it speaks to you. So I guess I just cycle this now because I get a slightly bigger shock that way. I wonder if I'm just meant to cycle and not make a shock so that I can find another get lost, but I think I'd rather just have the blocker open to protect my Tethers. It feels kind of important. Alright, they get some map tokens. Oh, you top 8'd a Mortal Kombat event? That's sick. Hell yeah. I played a bunch of Street Fighter 6 earlier this year. It's the first fighting game I've played in like a decade. I was really enjoying it. Street Fighter 6 kind of slapped. Like, if I had the time, I would be tempted to learn to get reasonable at that. But you know, I should really just be putting that time into Magic when I can. But it was a lot of fun. You lost to the strongest player. I mean, still top 8ing is nice. There's no shame in losing to the best player. They get a Rona, okay. It's fine. I can start discontinuitying, so like, I really don't care about any of this nonsense. Do I want to block? I guess I do. Keep my Teferi healthy, try and go for an ultimate. I feel like this turn I would like... Oh my gosh, Get Lost is interesting. I think I would like to copy Field. It's going to untap 2 fields. We're going to have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really want to Get Lost this. This Raidane is incredibly irritating. And then we just go discontinuity in my opponent's upkeep. Actually, I guess I'm fine with them taking a draw stat. Nah, I'm just going to do it now. This deck feels too cute. It might be. It's been winning a lot recently, though. I almost F6 through my turn. I think I got hit with a bit of lag there for a moment. A little bit spooky. Oh, that's a potent card. Yeah, it's just jank when it doesn't function. You're not wrong. You're pretty right, actually. Yeah. When you get to do your thing, though, you do get to feel on top of the world. Boom. Oh my god. My best friend has been getting me into watching competitive Tetris. As a result, boom, Tetris for Jeff just lives permanently in my head right now. Gonna run a quick ad break. Get rid of ads for the next round. Thank you everyone for watching. It's great to have you all here. Competitive Tetris, I wasn't expecting to enjoy watching it. But it's actually a blast. It's actually so exciting. Like, legit. So good. There's like a nice lull in the beginning where you just kind of like hang out with people and chat. And then the game like gets to the point where it starts getting really intense and the room just goes silent. Everyone's like, oh my god. Oh my god. So good. Good luck with therapy, Sophia. You see some bits of it from the Summoning Soul. I haven't watched that one, but yeah, it's very cool. Also, the way they play it is like kind of wild. You like have one hand gloved so you don't have friction on it, and you like hold the controller like sideways, and you like control the game by tapping the controller, because like once you get to the point where you're at speed 30 or something like that, the game goes so fast that you need to be able to like rapidly tap the left or right buttons to move enough left or right. You can't just hold down the button because there's a delay. Yeah, you have to tap the D-pad from the back of the controller. It's just crazy. It's just like, it's also like you make a single mistake once you're at that point, and your flow is completely ruined and you're just gonna die. You have to like, the moment you get to that point, you have to make sure every action you want to do is what you physically do with the controller at the right time. There's like no room for error. It's crazy. I mean, this deck seems like if it ends up winning much at all, people start playing a bunch of counter spells, stop you. Like, I don't know. I do agree this deck's a bit obnoxious though. I don't disagree with that. Sure, why not? I'm happy there's no turn to Convoke by the looks of things. That's good news. It does make for miserable losses, yeah. You're not wrong. I do not disagree. Yeah, that's true. It might be after Chicago. I think it is after Chicago. I think you're right about that. Am I ever casting this Get Lost this time? It's kind of tempting to. Getting the Warden out of play Does seem fine. I guess then they get to start cracking map tokens, but I don't really care about that much. It's not that much pressure. I'm really unsure how to feel about this card. The Sunken Citadel. 4 copies of this card feels like a lot to me. We've had like 1 or 2 moments where it's been nice, but it is also a tap land. You know, there's real costs. There are very real costs. Maybe instead of Get Lost, I was just meant to hold open the whale. Adds 2 mana for all the lands in hand. Yeah, it's like... It's true. It doesn't feel like it's come up that much yet. Thalia. It's on top of the library. I assume she's going to go to the graveyard. Oh, they're keeping Thalia. I mean, Thalia is very good against me. It's also notably not a land, so, you know. Tail's End. I mean, we can cancel the Thalia now, I guess, if we want to. I don't even know how much I care. I guess I will. Blue Map Blood. All they need is a treasure. And a food. They're 60% of the way to Trinketron. Oh. Try take 3. I feel like I should counter this Thalia. I don't know. It's not like completely clear that she even matters that much. I guess. I get to start activating Castle due to the sheer power of Sunken Citadel. Find a Sacred Foundry, sure. That's fine. Just gonna take 2. Add 3 if you control a clue, treasure, map, blood, and food. I feel like it should almost be more mana than that. That's a big hoop to jump through. That's like a colossal hoop to jump through. I don't know. I feel like map and blood are the 2 awkward ones, right? Yeah, add 7. I'm into it. Print it. Sounds great. It's also really sweet because then you have so much mana to crack your clues and maps and whatever with. Yes, we are just chilling and or vibing. me see. I guess if they have a recruiter, it's not like great for us. Oh, here comes the Convoker. Cool, we get to Verdict next turn. That sounds delightful. Love that for us. Yep. No real reason to do anything. I guess I might as well make a token, but I think we're just gonna be Supreme Verdicting. It'd be nice to be able to copy a dual land with the stage. Then I don't have Get Lost open, but So I'll just have Get Lost open, get my point of damage. I really don't care. I really could not possibly care less. Is the thing. Is the reality of the situation here. Riemann Inspector. Powerful stuff. Powerful. Alright, opponent has packed it in. Wow, the 1-0 concession. They really don't like playing against blue-white. The 1-0 concession. Oh, Matt, thank you for the 35 months. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Great to have you here. Blue-white control stream is going to happen eventually, probably. I do like some blue-white control. So far, we have won the matches where we've drawn reasonable numbers of lands and lost the other matches. I just want to get into more matches. I mean, playing against this deck seems fairly horrendous. Like, with any sort of, like, creature deck that doesn't want to play against sweepers. I mean, this hand's nice. I'm into it. We get to turn 3 discontinuity. Yeah, Get Lost is a new kill spell. Destroy a thing, they get 2 map tokens, which are fairly weak game objects. It kills planeswalkers and enchantments too. This is the worst matchup. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that. Maybe play blue-white. Yeah, I think blue-white could be pretty good. Definitely want to play it some more. Yeah, 2 maps are much worse than a clue. Also, it kills enchantments, which Fateful Absence doesn't. That's kind of nice. As well. Oh boy, that's a good card. What happened to Karen? Karen got banned, sadly. Karen got cancelled from the Pioneer format for being considered not a very fun card, which I firmly disagree with, but hey, here we are. Voted off the island, yeah. Exactly. Two employees escorted out of the store. Voted too fun to play with. Alright, hopefully my opponent's just a coward and doesn't just jam their spells into play, because I can't really beat anything. Oh my gosh, Munchie. I can't get over that response, that's so good. Okay. Do I have any interaction in my main deck that I can find? Tail's End. The log whales are just instead of emperors, I think. Works better with Tethers. Alright, apparently I have no interaction for what my opponent is doing, so that's fun. I guess we just let them do it and sit here in a very threatening fashion. Yeah, sadly we don't have a discontinuity in hand. It would be very good there. Oh my gosh, Mochi. You've had huge success with Dream Trollers. Maybe I need to try that card out. Maybe I need to. Is that mainly for the aggro decks? I don't know how I possibly, like, what am I meant to Tail's End here to win this game? Oh yeah, lost goodbye time against Lier. Also, if they go Lier, we can Tail's End Lier. And that would be nice. Okay. Yeah, it's just impossible to deal with. That makes sense. Kind of scared of it getting mystical disputed, but definitely very large and in charge. Yeah, discontinuity in the emergent cards. I guess my opponent doesn't know I don't have a discontinuity in hand. Right?
No beans, no card would drop high.
Espen with the 42 months. Thank you so much there, Espen. Appreciate you. No beans, no Khan. I'm so sad about the Khan ban, y'all. I loved Khan so much. I was so ready to just stream nothing but mono green for the next 3 months. Just like 4 days of mono green every week. Oh, that sounds like heaven. Instead, I have to find a different deck. Well, fortunately, we do not have the discontinuity. So I guess this is gonna resolve. Yeah, it does impact the deck I was having fun with. The deck I was really enjoying is the one of the 2 decks that was targeted by the bans today. Is there a non-awful substitute for Khan? Not really. I think you just have to rebuild the deck. I think it ends up just being kind of like... It would share like 50-ish cards, but it would be a fundamentally different deck in terms of how it plays and its matchup spread and stuff. Obviously it would have a sideboard, and that like changes a lot. Like, it's not impossible mono green ends up being a thing, but I don't want to have to do the work on figuring it out when there's like 50 other people who are going to do that work over the next week anyway, you know. I'd rather them do the initial sprint on it, and then I can see if I like how it's looking and iterate. No run and fair wishes. Yeah, they aren't like Wozards aren't letting me have fun, it's true. It's very true. We have to give Lier. Because Lier is how we can potentially do a thing. So I guess we give Lier Balaged. Yeah, it's going to play real differently. It will almost certainly be worse as well. Which doesn't mean it won't be playable. It might still be a fine deck, but I would be very surprised if it's as good, you know? Alright, we found Tail's End. That's good. For sure. Could really have done with finding a Teferi or Discontinuity, but Tail's End is how we start not dying. I do love to not die. Sorry, I received an impressive level of shitpost in my DMs that I should definitely not read out on stream, but it's very funny. It's very good. Oh, that's on a whole nother level. What am I doing? How do I win this game? It's gonna untap and pour and do some nonsense again. It feels... I guess they might think I grabbed Discontinuity. I'm just wondering if we just mint to Deluge now. So we can hit our land drop at least, but it feels like if my opponent untaps and has lethal, we're just gonna die, and if they don't have lethal, nothing even matters. They should have lethal. I guess I'm just meant to say go. You were meant to let Lier resolve and copy Lotus. Ah, interesting. Maybe. Ah. I didn't think of that. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess my opponent only had a black mana floating. Was the breeding pool untapped though? If the breeding pool was untapped, we were not allowed to do that. It wasn't? Okay. Yeah, if they only had the black mana floating, maybe it was fine to let Lier resolve? That's interesting. I will say, this matchup doesn't feel as bad as I was anticipating. Like, game 1 seems tough, but we're going to get so much interaction post-board. I guess Fort Distortion is the card we're scared of post-board. It's the spooky card, but Discontinuity actually beats Fort Distortion if we can get our mana online. And we don't play Strict Proctor in our main deck, so... Yeah, we've got 2 reversals. We have 2 reversals in the deck. Our opponent's saying go. That's good for me. That is hilarious. I agree. It's very funny. I just want to cycle this shark to begin. I guess I could also copy with stage. I feel like I really want to deluge though. Yeah, no Proctor main. I know. Maybe it's a mistake not to play any. I'm just like trying out a list I saw on Twitter that was interesting. Not that I use Twitter, but someone linked me to a tweet and I was like, huh, neat. They're so good. We have them in the sideboard. Good luck finding my new deck. Thank you, Mochi. Have fun with the Fire Emblems. Speak soon. Aww. Oh yeah, I saw it. Thank you for sending that, Matt. I might give it a try at some point. Try out some different builds. Hey, wait. That's me there. Farewell kills the graveyard, which is pretty interesting, weirdly. I guess I would rather have a Typhoon, though. Oh. Teferi plus. Hey, wait. Being attacked. Teferi plus untaps 4 mana. Oh, we're still 1 short then of discontinuitying though, and it feels like if we don't discontinuity, we die. So there's that. Although, if we hit an untapped land, oh, I can play another Lotus Field. Right. Figured it out. I can just play another Lotus Field. And that lets me hold open discontinuity. I drew an untapped land. Okay, it doesn't even matter. Now we just pass, have discontinuity open. I think I don't cast it. I think I wait because I get to eat an important spell from my opponent's deck if I just chill. Right? Just leave them with less resources to combo with later in the game. Now I have 6. I played an untapped land. Because I drew one off the Teferi. Previously, I would have had to play Lotus Field, but I drew the untapped land, which was very nice. So I think I'm meant to let Ultimatum resolve, let the spells go on the stack, and then I discontinuity, because then I eat those spells from my opponent's deck. And they're just gone forever. Nom 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 nom. Tasty spells. So now we want to choose the 2 scariest cards. My opponent has a lot of mana, so it's probably just these 2, right? Hidden Strings doesn't feel like it does much anymore. Alright, eat those spells. Oh, maybe these didn't even... Was I just meant to let these resolve? These don't even do anything. Huh. I was just meant to let those resolve. They don't actually do anything, right? That was really bad. That was really bad, actually. Ah, this deck is very interesting. Yeah, I guess I was. I can copy field, play Tef, draw a card, untap 2 fields, or I can just play Tef plus, which would let me have 7 mana open for my Memory Deluge. I guess I don't have to make the decision yet, right? I can just lead on Tef and see what I draw. Yeah, I think I played that kind of poorly. Yeah, I would like to be able to Deluge more than I would like to be able to make another Lotus Field, so. The only downside to holding up Deluge is it might encourage my opponent to go for the combo when I don't have any way to beat it. Yeah, I was meant to wait in the discontinuity for a win con and eat a win con from their deck. Because now they have a Chandra. I would much rather have eaten a Chandra from their deck than a Shimmer and a Pour Over the Pages. Is the thing. Oh, I can just get lost the Chandra, right? It is solemn. It is, yeah. It does mean my opponent knows I don't have discontinuity up now, though, which is certainly scary. Right, they hit a Sylvan Scrying. Cool. Wow, we won! We hit all the win cons. We won game 1 against Lotus Field by discontinuitying all their win cons. That's so funny. That's crazy. Alright, give me a moment. I need to look at a Lotus Field list. They're gonna bring in, like, Dromokas or something, I guess? Which continuity did we use? Discontinuity. I'll be here all week. Reversals and distortions, yeah, and vetoes. Disputes are probably good. I feel like we don't actually need verdicts. We have these get losts, right? Oh, the whales seem heinous here. Yeah, cut verdict, 100%. The question is, do we want a verdict for some Dramokas? Or do I want some mystical disputes? Mystical disputes probably fine. They have a lot of mana, but I think I kind of need all my get losts. They kill Voyaging Satyrs. They can kill the air in a pinch. They can kill Dromoka. Oh, Farewell nukes a graveyard for yeah. Farewell's probably better than Verdict. That's true. Still don't know if I want it. No way I don't play those 2 disputes. I just don't know what they're over. You know, all these cards are good. I guess it could be a couple Sharks. Maybe. Blue spells that matter a late game, yeah. I do worry that Mystical Dispute's just going to be bad against them. Should cut the full Lotus Field. Ooh, good shout. Good call there. This hand is awkward, but I guess I'm keeping. It has Narset's Reversal, and that card is hilarious. It's kind of funny. If we draw a Thespian stage, we can just snap off copying a Lotus Field on turn 2. Very cute. I should hide this Narset's Reversal a little bit by leading on White Pathway, since we're going to want it anyway for veto at some point. Oh, I've been really bad at... I'm just going to counter this, maybe? I have so many disputes. Oh, hexproof, right. I've been really bad at remembering to run ad breaks in between games. I'm going to run a really Actually, no, I'm going to snooze it. I have like 7 minutes to finish this game. It'll probably be fine. Hopefully there won't be ads in the middle of the game. Okay. Oh. I get to copy the field. Pretty good stuff. Next turn we get to hold open Memory Deluge, which means either they go for it and we get to interact, or they don't go for it and we get to Deluge. And either way is like kind of great for us, right? Let's play this. We can't copy their fields, like Matt said, because of the hexproof. There's Botanical Sanctums. They have 7 mana. They're gonna get back Impulse with a Balagate Recovery. Sure. Yeah, if they went for Thought Distortion, it would have been amazing for us, right? I'm just gonna go for this Deluge. So counterspells are incredible. I kind of want to hit my land drops though. I think I have to take Fountain as one of the 2 cards. And then I already have a reversal, so maybe another veto is pretty good. Feels like we only ever need the 1 reversal. Maybe that's crazy, but... Right, not going to play Tef, just going to hold open mana. Yeah, I could have taken second reversal. I feel like with 2 vetoes and a reversal, we're pretty safe though. Dovin says no, yeah. We draw 1 more land, and then we have Deluge set up too. It's nice. I really want a 3-2. I feel like we started the league so badly, it would be nice to scrap out a 3-2. I feel like I would love to dispute this pour over the pages. Feels like this dispute's not going to get much better. Post poor land, yeah. They're just getting back the poor. I really wanted to fairy in my turn, right? So I'm just going to counter this, limit their resources as much as possible so we can just jam Tef. It's a little risky. It's definitely a little risky. It means we only have 1 counterspell open instead of 2. It also means we can probably just never lose as long as we make it through this 1 turn. Maybe this is too risky with how good our hand is. We had discontinuity as well. Maybe it's too risky. Oh, no, yeah. Wow. I was protected too. I had veto plus reversal. I didn't need to go for it. Huh. There's no point countering this, I guess. Oh, I could reverse it. Yeah, I could reverse it. That's interesting. Force them to have a counterspell. That's cute. That's so good. That's so good. Wow. Narset's reversal and silence is hilarious. No, you shut up. The bans, I don't know if they're live or not, but we didn't face any of the banned cards, so. Hey Yeoman, good to see ya. Hope you've been good. Alright, free did the first league with this. I definitely want to play more Blue-White Lotus Field. Get more of a feel for it. So maybe tomorrow I play a bit more of this before I move on to other decks.